900 subs just now.
Screw you.
I'm just saying.
And we're live.
Oh my.
I think that just came on when I told Snob to go screw himself. So, hello, YouTube. How are you?
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Obnoxious.
That just came on when I told Snob to go. And let's turn my volume off on my thing. So we're also streaming over on Gunstreamer. That is, or on Gunstreamer. God, she's gonna kill me. On Gun Channels. But you don't have any chat over there because I thought there was a glitch in the Matrix and I deleted the chat box. So G has to fix that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, he told me I could set up the show. He told when I was on Outlaw's show the other night, and G came on, and I told him I would like to have a channel set up over there, and he told me to go ahead and try it. Set it up, and I went and set it up, and then I went in to change the overview on it, and it had Outlaw's video running there and Outlaw's chat. So I deleted it so I could start putting my own overview in there. But apparently, I shouldn't have deleted the chat part of it. So you can watch me over on Gun Channels, but you can't chat. You got to come over here to the platform that hates guns to chat.
You screwed yourself over on that one.
I think so, and I even tried setting up another one, a different one, and I got the same issue. It didn't have anything in the overview there either. So,
and his Patreon link doesn't work either. So go ahead and apply. Just use my Patreon link. So tonight it'll work just fine.
You dirty son of a bitch!
He just broke everything, didn't he?
My Patreon works fine. I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a little while. I did get a couple on there, and why people are, patrons of me, I'll never know, but I appreciate it. Don't understand it. I don't understand it at all, but I appreciate it. So we have a semi-full house, only because Snob is so fat, but he left. He left.
Yeah,
he must be
back.
He must be transferring himself from the house to his office. So when he comes back, we'll have a full house. Right now, we're running a little short because we don't have that extra weight holding us. There he is.
They should really make that end call button and that mute button all the way across the panel from each other and not look anything alike.
Oh, so you were trying to mute me and dropped yourself.
No, I was trying to mute myself so I could cough, and I killed myself instead.
Oh, by the way, did you know your wife thinks I'm sexy? She said that on my impromptu live chat earlier today.
Yeah, Midnight thinks you're sexy.
Me. I know Midnight thinks I'm sexy. Nope, your wife was on the chat today when I was out there making the videos and just decided to have an impromptu one, and she came on and said, "Hi, sexy," with a bunch of hearts.
Making bacon pancakes.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it was meant to me too.
Now I can't give you crap anymore about having more subs than you though, because you have more patrons than me. So and that's what really counts.
I would come over and I would be a patron for you, but then we're just swapping dollars.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I use your Amazon link, so trust me, you're getting the better end.
I'm sure I'm getting the better end of the deal.
You're getting the better end of the deal.
So he still has an Amazon link.
Well, that's because he's important.
Did you get to keep yours, Gary?
Nope. We're not cool like you.
Yeah, I got denied 1,000,000 times up until I hit 500 every time, and I did it like 5 times before then.
Now, while we've got Night Strike in here, and he's got over 500 subs, have you bothered setting up an Amazon Associates account?
No, because if my friend Gary's gonna get hosed, what's my chances?
Your chances are as good as Snob's because you're over 500 subs.
So you got a lot more subs than I do.
They denied me when I tried to sign up, so I did not. After I got denied that first thing, I'm like, yeah, fuck Amazon.
Did you do the influencer store or the associates link?
Both.
The influencer store, you have to have quite a bit more, but the associates is 500.
Yeah,
Right.
influencer told me no right away, but
Right now, I'm
I'm
sitting on 900 subs right now.
You should try signing up for the associates.
I got it at literally like 503.
Yeah.
But you guys are looking at this all wrong. See, Night Strike doesn't have the chance of snob it because Night Strike isn't going to be selling a shit ton of stuff for making holsters like Snob does.
Right.
Yeah, that pays pretty good.
Yeah,
That and obnoxious.
yeah, but the thing is, you can still put up an approved list of items you bought and recommend. I mean, it doesn't have to be just stuff that, to make holsters or to make something or whatever.
Here's the problem with Amazon. While I use Amazon to buy stuff, I get stuff cheaper off of eBay than Amazon.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the people that are subscribed to you and who might click through. Now, see, I thought I might get a little bit of leeway on it because I think I had pretty decent click through and
I thought so too, but they didn't.
I had quite a few purchases.
You're welcome.
They evidently don't care about that.
You'll
still get the money though in 3 months. So in 3 months, be checking your bank.
You have to wait 3 months for $10. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're 3 months out. But I'm making in the last, just since the 1st of February, let's see, I've made $39.33 just since the 1st of February. So 17 days or 14 days, I mean.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's at least a decent way to get a little bit of money out of this. But let's run through the panel. Everybody can say hi, and then we'll get into everything. So, Gizzard Gary, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for the invite. GizzardGary.com is my website. And tomorrow night, I have a little show called Foul Territory. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Everybody should check it out.
He'll probably even be awake for it.
I'm going to try like hell anyway. Give him the bird, by the way.
Night Strike?
When he says it's foul, he ain't kidding. For the birds. I'm sorry, I had to say it. But, yeah, thanks for the invite. And, yeah, I can't wait to talk about whatever we're going to talk about.
There you go. You're already doing better than Sarge. Sarge still hasn't shown up to one.
Well, remember, Sarge probably has an APB out on some punk that he has to take down, and he has to ask them if they feel lucky.
He carries a Glock. He's not going to ask him that.
I thought he switched to the CZ.
No, he's carrying a Glock. As far as I know, he's still carrying a Glock for his duty weapon. He did like that.
CZ.
I don't know. Maybe if he ever shows up, we'll ask. I'm pretty sure it's a Glock the 26. No, that's a small one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Small.
Probably 45.
It's probably a 17 or a 19. That's what most departments that carry Glocks. It's either going to be a 17, 19, or a 22 or 23.
Remember, he's not cop. He's county sheriff's department.
And in some areas, that is your police department. So it's still a cop.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't, but let's keep going.
All right. So, you got anything to plug other than Hit or Miss Tuesday nights?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody check out guntube.org.
I did see and I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I know it was Kingpin has commented on a couple of my videos over there. So I know Kingpin is making use of guntube.org.
Comments are working extremely well.
I got one from Travis P11 the other day on a video. So
I'm not big enough. He'll comment on my Instagram stuff, but occasionally he'll comment on a YouTube thing, but he's never gone over and hunted me down on Gunstreamer or GunTube. So, it is what it is. He's kind of a big deal, and I'm just a little fish.
We're all little fish.
Rich, what do you got? You got unloaded media or unload? Why don't you give the plug instead of me?
Yeah, that might be good. You're pushing it worse than gunpowder does. whenever she was actually still on the show. But yeah, it's this week Unloaded on the Unloaded Media channel, 8 o'clock Sunday nights. That'll be Eastern, not Central.
Oh, the fake time.
No, the proper time zone.
Yeah, I'm kind of Central Time Zone guy myself, but that's because I
Yeah,
spent
but you live in
47.
time zone now, so you got to do away with that.
I spent 47 years in the Central Time Zone.
Yeah, but you got to break that habit now.
Yeah, I'll adapt. May not overcome, but I'll adapt. Gun Snob, what do you got? You got another Kydex holster coming up? Anything special?
I forgot something to do. I don't know what, but I'll have a show Saturday night.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock, the good time, and I want to be the first to wish my wife happy Valentine's Day live on the air. And God dang it, I'm gonna blow up my freaking projector.
That ain't gonna work.
Even after she called me sexy, you're still willing to wish her a happy Valentine's Day. You're a better man than I am.
I'm a good man.
Yep. Well, that's everybody on the panel. Let's take a look at who's out here in the chat. We've got Andrew Faulkner. I believe he's a Packer fan, but I won't hold that against him too much.
Oh, come on. Andrew's a great guy.
We have Budget Gun Cinema, and I am going to remember so he doesn't have to remind me, even though he may have already in the chat, and I've probably missed it. But everybody that's in the chat, go over to Budget Gun Cinema's channel and give him a sub. When I looked the other day, he was at 90. He's trying to get to 100 subs. So all you guys that are in the chat, go over and give him a sub if you can. Just get him up over that 100 and get him past that first hurdle that we've all had to face.
Is he doing gun stuff?
Well, yeah, it's right there in his name. Budget Gun Cinema.
He just likes budget guns.
Budget guns? Okay.
He does. He just does budget guns in the movies.
He should go to guntube.org and sign up and make an account and upload a couple.
So he only does reviews on movies where they have like a Taurus in them.
Or a High Point.
Fine.
Or a High Point, yeah. Because it's Budget Gun Cinema. So, you wouldn't want to. And if they've got another gun in them, I mean, if there's a Smith & Wesson in there, he's not going to review the movie. It's got to be strictly High Point or Taurus or Sky.
Well,
I love High Points.
There are budget Smith & Wesson's guys. I mean, look at the
no, there's not.
SD series.
You can get the first gen shields for not that much. There are budget Smith & Wessons out there now.
Yeah, but they're not going to be in the movies.
Oh, really? I've seen SDs in movies before, or whatever the hell they are. The SD, whatever.
About that?
I can't remember what the hell it is, but
probably some bad guy.
The Smith & Wesson Glock. I've seen those in movies.
The Sigma series.
That's the Sigma, or what they renamed the Sigma series.
Yeah, I know.
The SD9VE.
Yeah, the SD9VE. That's it.
Yes.
Noxus has both.
I actually fired my. I have the 40 and but the 40 isn't the SD. It's the SW. So that's what the Sigma series.
Yeah, so if you talk to Tony York, one of the other gun channels guys, he's got an original Smith & Wesson Sigma, and it's worked just fine for him out of the box. It's one of his carry guns.
Those are great guns. The only problem is your finger's going to look like Hulk Hogan or something after you fire it 500 times.
I took mine out today. That was one of the guns that I took out to the range today, and it was after the Mossberg and the Beretta and the SIG. So the last one that I fired today was that SD9VE, and I swear to God, the first trigger pull, I was halfway through the trigger pull, and I stopped because I thought the gun should have gone off by then, and it hadn't.
Was it the Mossberg Compact 12 gauge?
Yes, it was my ultra compact Mossberg 12 gauge.
If you don't know what we're talking about, people, look at Obnoxious One's Instagram.
Well, I have put up a video since then too about it.
No, I mean about why we're calling it.
Oh,
we're calling it.
Yes. But again, everybody should go over and throw Budget Gun Cinema a sub. Make sure to get him up over 100. We've got Enrique Sonora in the house. Freedom for All. Gives a Gary in the chat, and on the panel we have Jason Stewart in the chat. How are you, sir? We have Kingpin. We have me. We have Rich White. We have Roosted. I'm surprised he can count high enough to get here. We've got Stevie Wonders. We've got Mrs. Snob. Squibload, who for some reason doesn't want to join the chat because he does have a link. We've got the Gun Snob. We've got the Gun-Toting Pacifist, formerly known as Festering in Effigy, and Vanessa Kitty. Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming in. Thanks.
We're not reading. We're not reading that.
You're welcome.
I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that.
That's a bad idea.
That's why I didn't say it.
I am not reading that. So, if anybody hasn't seen my Instagram or my latest video, I picked this up the other day.
It's a funny looking 12 gauge.
It
That
is.
is a funny looking 12 gauge.
It is, and you think it would kick.
Guitar Mean Pete pissed at you because you didn't give Guitar Man Pete a shout out.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Guitar Man Pete, I didn't see you in the participants, so maybe you should have said something before this, and then you would have gotten a shout out.
He did. You just skipped him.
Oh, well, he wasn't on there, so
Are you
maybe I
saying
pulled
he
it
was
up before.
gizzarded?
He got
It
gizzarded.
was gizzarded. Squib says he didn't get a link. All right. Pardon. Squib, you should have gotten a link. There's no reason you didn't.
Unless you misspelled his name and put squid.
Nope, it says squid load. I just got to type in squid load. It's
A squid load is a totally different thing.
squid load. Yes, that'll leave you inky.
That's for killing those damn squid. They'll get you every time.
Yeah, especially those Humboldt squids that are in the what is that? The Gulf of California. Man, those things they're nasty. I don't know if you've ever seen like on Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or something. They have a show on about those things. They're like piranha of the ocean. Those things
I'm hearing a forklift, so
Never fear, asshole squib is here.
see, he came in, and I'm sitting here trying to go through, and I'm hoping that Rich and Snobber are going to talk long enough so that I can get through and get the email out to you and not look like a complete idiot.
I don't know why, but I got the link notice late. Right about the time that you read that I didn't get a link, I got the link. It's like a miracle.
You're not in West Virginia, are you?
Shoot. I try to avoid West Virginia.
But
I don't want to get abducted by the Mothman.
there's my
he lives
tiny
now.
my tiny little 12 gauge.
I'm sure Squib will say that's made in China.
It could be, but the box says differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, Squib, you don't got to worry about the Mothman in West Virginia anymore. He lives out in Washington.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it does come with the flush fit. I did read the instructions, and the flush fit is a 6-round magazine.
So you could use that while you're on the closer, since it's a flush
fit, yes.
Flush fit, yeah.
But
Be obnoxious. If it's Mossberg, it's made in America, it's made in Texas, then, right?
I believe so. That's
their
where
factory in
Mossberg's at.
Texas. Yeah.
Let's see, Eagle Pass, Texas, USA.
There you go.
And
USA.
the USA. And the pink extension is a 7-round magazine. And you know what's really fun?
What?
Doing your 200-round test of a pistol with a 6-round and a 7-round magazine, and that's all you have.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you got nothing better to do all week, right?
That is
what the Shield 40 comes with is a 6 and a 7.
That's going to take you all day.
That was fantastic.
A lot of reloading.
That was fantastic. Yes.
Then I
went to
You should have ordered a couple dozen mags and preloaded.
I ordered three of the Glock pattern mags because they're not Glock mags. So, but those are coming. But I knew everybody would want to see this damn little pistol. So,
are you going to try to break it in, or are you going to try to break it?
I'm just breaking it in. I'm not trying to break it.
He kind of wants to keep it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could be doing a durability test.
I could be, but I had 4 pistols out there that all needed their 200 rounds and a box of carry ammo to go through them before I could load them up and trust them. So I was burning enough ammo today. I wasn't gonna go through, what it might take to break a pistol. So
and people telling you out there to go to sell a kidney and buy some mags and stuff like that. Come on, guys! Didn't you ever get a pistol before you got extra mags and you just had to go out and shoot it as soon as you got it? Come on! Don't lie and say you've never done that.
There's nothing like buying a bunch of extra mags and finding out the gun sucks and you wasted your money.
Yeah, I always get till I've got 5 mags, but I wanted to get this out and get shoot this one and get some video out on it. So all I had was a 6 and a 7 round. And then I went to my Beretta 92 where I've got 5 mags. I only took 4 out with me, but 2 of them are 18 round mags and 2 of them are 15 round mags. That's a lot nicer to shoot and load. So yes, budget. No flavor pack in there. There was absolutely no flavor pack in that box. I was upset.
I had to go climb up a telephone pole and crank up on my internet for a while.
They didn't climb up far enough. You're roboting.
Yeah.
You might want to climb a little higher.
You might want to chase the squirrels off the lines too while you're at it.
Now my download says 0.04.
Jeez.
Seems about right. And Guitar Man says it takes 6 sights and Glock mags. Does it take 6 sights? Christ.
Yeah,
no.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Yeah, I'm not going to replace the sights.
Yeah, don't replace the sights.
No, it's not like they're Glock sights, so, I mean, they've got that going for them.
Come on, don't play that.
How's the grip angle? Is the grip angle as bad as a Glock?
Grip angle was fine. It did seem, point of impact did seem a little bit low to me, but it's also a subcompact, so it's got a really short sight radius. Yeah. So that could have been part of it. But other than that, I mean, you guys will have to watch the video and see how it did.
Do we have to?
Yes, you must.
Okay.
So that was my fun today. Like I said, it was much more fun, with the other guns because they all held more than 6 rounds. But
awesome.
Did you guys see, where was it, in Italy, I think, with the Emperor Trump thing?
The Emperor Trump float?
Yes.
Yes, I saw that. And I was like, they have a good sense of humor.
I don't know if they got a good sense of humor or if they're just getting, I don't know. I'm so over this, God Emperor Trump and
it's just a meme. All it is. It's just a funny meme. And I enjoy it at a good fun. But again, it's better than Saturday Night Live trying to demonize him.
Yeah, but I mean, you got the Trump baby that's making the rounds. You got the Trump rat that's making the rounds.
I like the chicken though. I like the Trump chicken. The Trump chicken is Gizzard Gary approved.
You bet.
Is it hanging out outside your house, Gary?
I haven't looked, but that'd be kind of cool.
I got a patch from Walker.
Bryce sitting in front of his computer. That's where all the other chickens are.
I'm sorry, I don't have the mixer and everything that G was going ape shit with last night.
I know.
He probably had that on his phone.
That could be. The only thing I got on my phone was a flushing toilet.
I didn't get a stay to the end of that. Who won the Instagram thing?
I don't know. I went to bed. I was tired.
Yeah, I went to bed at midnight. Couldn't take it any longer.
Probably a dog.
Yeah, I didn't stay too long after either. So
they had a dog shooting a rifle, so that's probably the one that won. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's what won.
I'm sure Marshmallow won.
No, Marshmallow wasn't in there.
No, Marshmallow was in there. In the video.
No. Nope. So the Emperor Trump.
he looked like a Roman emperor. It was great.
Jason, it is the Italian model, and it's full inox. So even the controls are inox. It's spiffy.
Have to go with the stainless.
That was the first gun I bought here in North Carolina, and I had to wait to pick it up.
That cost a pretty penny.
Yeah, you had to. So what you're saying is it felt just like home.
It actually felt worse than home because it sat down there at the gun shop for 3 months.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah, because I just moved here, and in my county you have to. My county, you have to be here 6 months before they'll give you a pistol purchase permit, or you have to have your concealed carry permit.
So right. You guys need permits to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. They say North Carolina is better than South Carolina because they have open carry, but I would not trade open carry for pistol purchase permits.
No.
See, in South Carolina, we don't have open carry unless you're going hunting or fishing, but at least we can go down to the gun shop, buy whatever the fuck we want, and take it home same day.
So I can do that now too.
Yeah, you moved 2 states too far south, man.
No.
I'm just saying.
Virginia's got too many of the federal employees in it. Virginia's
two states too far south.
Yeah. West Virginia's got too many coal miners in it.
West Virginia's too far west.
No. We're pretty far east too.
It's too many mountains. Isn't West Virginia mostly mountains or hills?
When you get over to the western part, I mean, the eastern part there is too, but not as bad as there's out in the western part of the state. You start getting over to the extreme eastern panhandle and it starts flattening out.
Yeah, but by the time you get over there, you're getting way too close to the liberals.
All right. I sent the wife all the way to the top of the pole, so it better be.
I kind of doubt that.
Whoa.
She's spinning back down as we speak.
You sent her to the top of the pole. Is she some sort of pole dancer?
Well, she's spinning back down is all I know.
It worked. It worked because he's gone again now.
What?
No?
That was my ex. I was in here twice for some
Oh, you
reason.
were in here twice. Okay.
Oh, God. I don't think we can handle 2 of them.
No. 2 snobs?
That's 1 snob too many.
See, and Stevie says it perfectly. North Carolina has Stevie. It's got me. It's got Sarge. And we don't have Ellis.
Oh,
We
that
got
is
Such.
worthwhile.
Yeah.
We got Garage Guns. We have NW Tactical. Got a couple good guys down here.
Yeah, but you don't have the mustache.
No, I've got the beard.
Sweet, I got 5.08 download. I'm kicking ass now.
All right.
Yeah, but
Kicking
Night
ass.
Strike's got a better beard than you do, Snob.
I ain't got
That's
a
true.
beard.
He shaved his beard off.
Uh-oh. Russo says they got 10 proposed bills.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have good news though on that matter.
Yeah.
Through the Oklahoma House, it has passed constitutional carry, and the new governor has already said he will sign it as soon as it gets to his desk.
Has it passed the Senate?
It will.
Let us know.
About damn time.
I think they'll vote on it tomorrow. That's
So
what I
what you're
heard.
saying is you have a governor now that trusts the people of Oklahoma as much as they trust people from other states.
Yeah, I just love reading the comments. I just love it on news stories. That's like my all-time favorite thing to do is sit on Facebook and read the comments on news stories on it. People are complete idiots.
How everything's going to turn into the Wild West.
I'll do a freedom video with you, Snob.
If you look at the comments whenever some state gets constitutional carry, West Virginia, Missouri, Kansas, Vermont, New Hampshire. We should all be bloodbath at this point.
It's a great.
Who's commented on there? You know how it was going to be so bad, and they're like, "Well, Kansas has had it several years, and it's not nothing." She's like, "No, Kansas still has training. They just don't require a permit." Like, no.
We've had it for 3 years, coming up on 4 years. Yeah.
Gizzard knows best.
Well, and when they put the concealed carry through in Illinois, it was going to be blood in the streets, and there
was already blood in the streets.
Everybody is like, okay, so the whole state's going to
exactly what day it happened.
The whole state's going to turn into Chicago.
Yeah, apparently.
No.
Yeah, our Democrat governor, she said, I was opposed to it at first because I thought it was going to turn into the Wild Wild West, but you guys have had it for years and we haven't had any problems. She admitted that on TV.
What?
Yeah. Not only that, she's
probably got a
Democratic governor, she's also Canadian. How many of you guys have had a Canadian as a governor?
How many of you had a governor that's a felon?
You can have a governor that wasn't. Well, no, hold on. No, that's Schwarzenegger. Never mind. Forget it.
Illinois just has their governors become felons, so.
Well, and also your representatives, because I mean, let's be honest. There's also Blago.
Blago was the governor, and he's a felon.
I thought he also ran or he was also senator or something.
No, he was trying to sell Obama's Senate seat.
Oh, that's right.
That's all he was doing. He was trying to sell a Senate seat.
I mean, say what you want about the guy, but he had a bitchin' hairline for a while. Hair products.
He still does. It's just now it's all gray because he can't dye it.
Yeah,
Instead of being jet black, now it's all gray because he can't dye it in prison. Everybody's like, "Oh, look how old he looks." Who cares? He's a felon. Oh yeah, Freedom for All is talking about building AR pistols in Arizona, but you can't do it in California. You guys see the Daily Shooters video on that?
Who cares about California?
Californians.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it.
I have friends in California.
I do too, but it's California. I mean, oh well.
So we should root for them and not just say, too bad.
Ooh, I'm looking at this. I think it may have already passed the Senate now. I know this morning that they were going to vote on it, but I think it got voted on today, actually.
Time for you to step outside and start exercising your constitutional right that your government has finally deemed appropriate.
If it's like Kansas, we had to wait 3 months for it to take effect, like July the 1st.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, it affects me in no way whatsoever, but I'm glad. But I'm still going to keep my permit just for reciprocity.
Mm-hmm. Now, Yoder says that wanted to know if we seen that Pelosi was threatening to declare a national gun emergency when the next Democrat president takes office. Yes.
Yeah.
I did see that.
The minute she does that, that's the minute people will start rioting.
Yeah, she seems to think that's going to be able to get people's guns taken from them.
I'm sorry, is illegal immigration a constitutionally protected right, or am I just confused?
No, but guns are.
No, they must be both the same, though, is what I understood from that.
They're not. They're fucking not.
You're mistaken. Nancy Pelosi knows best. Would you not listen to me, Night Strike?
No, I don't want to hear about
Night Strike invented Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. No, I am not taking credit for that douchebag.
We need Ellis to throw her another one and take another one for the team.
Yeah, but see, there's this thing where in West Virginia, there's a lot of states that, in the case of an emergency, the federal government cannot seize weapons in the state.
Well, yeah, I think that was because of the Civil War.
That was because of Katrina.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Nancy can say that the next Democrat president is going to declare a national gun emergency, but that already happened down in Louisiana, and we know how well that went over.
Oh yeah, that went over swimmingly.
So try do that, countrywide, and you're gonna have issues.
People are, because this is constitutional carry. Remember this. Mm-hmm. And here's what she says about it. This Cindy something, can't pronounce her last name. I guess education, roads and bridge repairs, health, and she can't even I'm going to try to correct her typing, and health are not important for our legislators to think about. They are more concerned women's body, no background check, and no background checks for people buying a gun without a license. I did not know that was going to allow us to buy a gun without a license. I mean, I guess a driver's license is what she's talking about. I'm confused, but she has no clue.
I would just like to ask, what part of shall not, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed? Does it say unless you have a license? Where is that in the Second Amendment? Because I don't fucking see it.
That's a well-regulated militia.
No. Well-regulated militia just means they're all equipped the same.
Regulated militia.
Would you stop? I wanted to hear Night Strike just go ballistic over that.
I'm sorry. It's habit now.
I said my piece. I'm done.
Really?
I'm so sick of that. But a well-regulated militia means that the government can tell the militia what kind of training they have and everything.
I'm sick of idiots saying it's the government giving itself permission to have an army.
Yes,
that's ridiculous.
Giving itself permission
to have an army. The government doesn't need to give itself permission.
And that every other right in those first 10 is the people. It's the right of the people. It's the right of the people. This is the right of the people. And then they get to the second and they go, well, that applies to the government, not the people.
And and when they start that whole regulated meant that it was training and everything, don't tell them what militia meant when the Constitution was written. They really go crazy. Because if you read the definition of what a militia was at the time the Constitution was written, it specifically states in the definition whether trained and drilled or not. Specifically, or not.
Give me a second here. It's Patrick Henry Crow, I believe.
There's another one. Does no training not scare the hell out of you people? Somebody else says, if you knew, where did it go? Dang it. So I'm trying to find where it went. The comment, I scrolled past it and then back up. It said, if you knew what the training consists of, you wouldn't worry so much.
I mean, the founding fathers didn't have training.
Well, our freaking concealed carry class is not training. Oh, here it is. If you knew what the current required training actually involves, I don't think it would provide you much comfort anyway. So
that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many hours is your concealed carry course in Oklahoma?
Supposed to be 8, but I think you're out of there in about 5.
Yeah, ours was 8.
Yeah. Mine was 8 too, and we were out in 6.
Yeah, we've got 8 here in North Carolina. Illinois is 16.
And let me put it this way: I shot well enough that they gave me a pass. So, just saying, I can't hit the target.
Or they just felt sorry for you, like your high school English teacher and did me or my.
Well, I was injured. I might have gotten the pity factor. You're right. I was injured. I'll give you that one.
Oh, this is terrible. Someone put on here, you idiots are doing this on the 1-year anniversary of Parkland school shooting.
Oh,
what the hell does that have to do with anything?
What's that got to do with Oklahoma?
Exactly. Like, come on, people.
That is.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that?
Let me go back. Amber Leanne Hill.
That is just more of what they do. They don't have an argument for it. So to shut down any debate, they use a tragedy, or they use feelings.
What are we supposed to do? Put all our guns away on the anniversary of Parkland?
I don't give a flying fuck if it's the 1 anniversary of Parkland. All the more reason to do these bills now.
This person said, this is already the law in our neighboring states of Kansas and Missouri. Have they become the Wild West yet? And nobody commented. He's like, crickets. Like the next comment.
Technically, Kansas has been part of the Wild West. I mean, that's what Dodge City is, Abilene.
Dang straight.
All right. It was George Mason, and this was while they were debating the ratification of the Bill of Rights. And the quote is, "I asked, sir, what is the militia? It is the whole people except for a few public officials." So the militia is everybody. And this was while they were debating the Bill of Rights with the Second Amendment in it.
Budget Gun Cinema said, "Today is Gun Passover Day, you heartless bastards."
Oh, you guys are going to pass me over a gun? Well, Obnoxious, pass me that new Maris.
Yeah, pass over one for me, would you?
Yeah, pass me that 1911, all right?
I'll
pass it back after I'm done.
I didn't know it was Gun Passover Day. Who the hell isn't telling me this stuff?
Apparently, Budget Gun Cinema didn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be our news source, isn't he?
That's the last time I give that guy a shout out to try and get him some subs. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Oh, look who finally made it! Look at this.
We're finally being detained.
We're only 2.5 shows into it.
You are definitely being detained.
Okay, good.
Am I being detained?
One last comment. This is the one that ends it. Somebody says, making Oklahoma back assward. And then the comment right below it says, Chicago is looking for residents.
Ooh. They'd last about 6 days, and then
I don't even think they'd last 6 days.
Because Chicago's a war zone.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And going back to the whole definition of militia, here's what the definition of militia was in the 1777 edition of the Oxford Dictionary. The whole body of men declared by law amenable to military service without enlistment, whether armed and drilled or not.
Actually, you got to go by the Militia Act instead of 1796.
This predated the Militia Act. This would have been around the time when the Constitution was being written. But
so what you're saying is women can't have guns.
The definition of a militia.
You're still trying to get that Glock 42
or not part of that?
Yep.
Meaning it had nothing to do with training?
No. Militia has nothing to do with training.
It doesn't.
What was the definition of militia at the time? What did you say it was?
Every man between the age of 16 and 45.
18 and 45.
Well, there you go. That's what it meant.
And you got to realize you got to put 45 into context. Now, what was the average lifespan in that time? 60,
Probably
45.
60.
45.
55 to 60. So yeah.
Well, no, you know, they did the Militia Act of 1792, which amended it to 18 to 54. So still, the militia was every able-bodied citizen, not the government giving its power to have its own military. No, the people give it the power to have its own military, not the government. The government.
Yeah, Guitar Man Pete's asking, 1791 was the Bill of Rights. Well, yes, the Bill of Rights was ratified in 1791 and the Constitution was ratified in 1789.
The Militia Act was the Militia Act of 1792. I love the rabbit holes we go down.
Yeah, just trying to catch up on the chat here a little bit.
What? Bob Seger bringing his final tour to the BOK Center in Tulsa. Crap, I got to go to that.
Got to see him before he keels over.
Exactly. Because I'm talking about them night moves.
We know. Better bring the wife.
Woke last night to the sound of thunder.
Sure did. The next line I was trying to think of it real up with it.
How far off, I sat and wondered.
Setting one. Yeah. Getting on the night moves. Trying to make some front page drive-in news.
Wow.
Oh, I got to be faster on my mute button.
You too.
So, Sarge, thank you for joining us eventually. How are you, sir? Let's see how it is. He just came in. He's going to park himself there and
fill valuable space.
and detain us.
Well, you got to be detained.
So we've gone down the militia rabbit hole. We've talked about God Emperor Trump.
Bless him.
We can.
Hey, can I roll it back and make a comment about something?
Sure. You've been uncharacteristically quiet.
Can't stand that. So, all right. So the person who made the comment about Florida, were they joking or were they serious?
What comment about Florida?
About the whole Parkland thing happening a year ago today, and how dare we be talking about gun stuff? Was that a joke or was it serious?
Oh no, they were serious. They were on this. They were on this. They voted on it today, on the anniversary of Florida.
In case you missed the roboting, Snob is looking at a column about the constitutional carry getting passed in Oklahoma today, and one of the comments on it was somebody bringing up the Parkland shooting and how heartless it was that they did this.
As if it had anything to fucking do with constitutional carry, which it doesn't.
Okay, so it's like this. Earlier today, somebody asked me not to say anything about guns and gun stuff because of that. And I didn't necessarily agree, but I said, all right, fine, I'll not say anything. So I guess I'm going to go back on what I said earlier. Hell, the day's almost over, so what's it matter? Here's the thing. The people in the Parkland people, whether they're victims or they claim to be victims, there's a lot more people claiming to be victims than are victims. They're trying to stay relevant, and that irritates me. It's a tragedy, it's a loss, and it's something some people are going to have to deal with for their entire life. But it bothers me that they're trying to stay relevant. The other thing is, let's look at 9/11. That was a real tragedy. How many people have already forgotten about that? And you go, well, Parkland was a year ago. 9/11 was 18 years ago. I don't care. Much bigger tragedy, and by the time we were at the 10-year anniversary, people were already forgetting.
How can anybody forget? They don't let us forget. We have a damn commemoration every year.
So that's my issue. For the people that are legitimately in a bad spot, all the other people that are jumping on claiming to be victims that aren't, are all the people that are trying to keep this story relevant, and they're trampling on the graves of their classmates to gain their own fame. Those people are doing more than to I guess to make things look bad than we are just by talking about guns or about a law that's getting passed in another state. So
yeah, and like I said, it's designed to shut down the conversation. That's what they do. They use their feelings and emotions and their morals. Good God, Rich. You better get out. There's a fire.
That's what I was going to say. His freaking smoke detector is going off. His wife must be cooking. I laugh, but that actually happened in our house tonight when my wife was cooking.
This is my idiot daughter cooking. I don't know what she did.
It's the fire.
It's
not fire detector.
Dinner's ready.
It's done.
At least you know the smoke detector works. I mean,
Right?
that's your test.
Steam setting it up. It's like that's the first time I've ever seen Steam set up a smoke detector.
At first, I thought you guys were going to say it was a damn backup alarm on this forklift. Instead of somebody else driving it past me, I'm actually driving it. But if it wasn't bad enough, the factory phone system's going off because somebody's calling in to go, oh, yeah, I won't be into work because I'm stoned. Whatever.
The little girl to poop.
Well, today was payday, so I spent all my check on drugs and I can't come in.
You guys must hire the same people I do.
You know what? As much as I talk about made in the USA, and I'm a big proponent of that, and about manufacturing being the backbone of the American infrastructure, there are people in manufacturing here that really kind of they don't represent it well. And that whole thing about it was made on a Monday when everybody comes in hungover, made on a Friday when everybody's trying to get out of there. That is actually true, but that's true everywhere. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. I'm the only person in the plant that's sober. I guess that's why they gave me the keys.
Wait, you get keys to the plant?
Yeah, why?
Oh, no reason. No reason at all. But no, that was somebody making their comment on, a completely superfluous article to make it about Parkland, which is, what they do.
I think the people from Parkland that are legitimate victims need to call out the David Hoggs of the world. They need to call out the other people that are claiming to be victims or that won't let this go. I mean, I can understand them saying, we don't want you to forget our lost loved ones. Of course, who doesn't? But there's a certain point where you just shove that in people's faces over and over again to the point where it's like you're in trying to make us not forget. In trying to make us not forget, you're actually doing more harm than good. But I would like to see the victims come out and actually call out all the posers on this.
I think I heard Sarge speak for a second.
Well, I was going to say, if they keep like shoving it in your face, like Squib said, it's going to make people resent them. You're going to get past the sympathy feeling.
Yep.
Feeling bad for what took place, and they'll get tired of hearing it after a while. People will. Even people with a lot of compassion will be tired of hearing it if they just keep pressing it. And at what point, I mean, they will always be Parkland survivors, but at what point, some of them are letting that become their whole identity. They've got to be themselves at a given point. And yes, that's part of them, but that's not all of who they are.
Yeah, I recorded a Speaking Squibbish today that kind of said what you're talking about. I wasn't talking directly about the Parkland people, but it was probably what kind of motivated me to record it. So, it's the whole compassion thing. I want to have compassion for you, but not when you're like I said, I'd like to see the real victims call out all the posers.
Yeah, at this point, they've ran their mouth so damn much, I don't even give a fuck anymore. That's just the way it is. I just don't even care anymore.
Well, that's because you've had the ones that have been propped up by, Bloomberg and all the rest of them have done so much to take it away from the actual issue that you're sick of it. I mean, we're not talking about the issue. We're talking about the people. And the people we should be talking about are the people who died. Not the people that are, out there being pushed out in front of cameras and being told what to say and given speaking engagements and getting their 15 minutes.
Yep, those are pretty much right before you said each one of those words. I was thinking it, and I agree. Okay, these are your neighbors, these are your friends, these are your classmates, and you're trampling on their graves by your behavior. Do you not realize that? No, you don't.
They're stacking the bodies up and using them as a ladder to make political points. That's all it is.
Yep, and that's what they do. That's what the other side seems to have a. I don't know what I was gonna. The other side seems to do that quite a bit. And I don't care for it when somebody does that. Just like I wouldn't stand for our side stacking up and saying, well, all these people would be alive, if we did this.
Well, why not though? Because we're actually offering a solution or a how about this? We're offering a more logical solution than what they're offering. What they're offering doesn't fix the problem. What we're offering probably will fix the problem.
Yeah, but I don't want to use bodies for my soapbox.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I guess, because if you look at it, I guess you can call two sides of the same coin, right?
I see what Obnoxious is saying. Yes, it may be true, but it may be in poor taste by saying, all these people will be alive if we had been able to do this. Let's talk about the future and not. That was a good way to put it. Not use bodies as a soapbox. I think we're all saying the same thing, but it might just be a little bit rough to say.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the numbers and the logic and the actual facts behind us. We don't need to stand on bodies to make our point. Yeah, it's flashy and it'll get you more attention and it'll do whatever, but I find it distasteful. I find it distasteful from either side.
Yeah, let's work towards a future. We'll stop the next one and saying, well, we could have stopped this one. Let's stop the next one. Let's provide a solution. That's a good way to look at it.
What do you think, Gizzard?
What do I think about what?
You woke up.
I woke up the chickens.
No, I was paying attention to something else.
Oh, I see how it is.
What was the question? It's kind of like Night Strike. What was the question again?
He's secretly watching My Little Pony in the background.
That could be.
It's great too. You should.
I have a problem when either side uses the bodies of the dead to make their point.
Right.
And that's me. I mean, yeah. I mean, we could use. I mean, the other side does it every single time. Every single time the bodies aren't even cold.
Well, that's because they don't have anything constructive to make an argument with. So they're playing on emotions because that's all they can do.
Mm-hmm. And I've seen it. It doesn't happen often, but I have seen our side do it as well. And truthfully, I find it just as distasteful when our side does it as theirs.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
And there you go. Now you knew the question, and we got your answer.
Yeah, buddy.
How about you, Night Strike?
Look at Night Strike.
He's gone. Squibs. I'm gonna mute you, Squib, because we're getting factory noise.
There's your real sleeper right there.
I was muted. I don't know where you're getting the noise from. It ain't me.
Yeah,
No,
it was you.
It was you.
It was you. Oh, Yankees quarking me. We lost Yoder.
Yeah. Yankee.
All right, maybe I bumped my mute button. I don't know.
Yeah, you weren't muted. Yankee's a wanker.
Yankees probably over there, still bitching about Hickok.
Yeah,
And no, we're not going to cover Hickok because that's been covered to death
Who?
this week.
Hickok. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
A&A can't even spell wanky properly. It's
Is
just
any-
like Yankee, but with a W at the beginning instead of a Y armament. It's not a Y at the end. It's still two E's.
Does anybody else have any thoughts on that subject?
What was the subject again? No.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
good
was
God,
it?
you're killing me. You guys are killing me. I'm gonna have to get some panelists that actually pay attention.
You're lucky to have us, Hush.
Yeah, good point.
I want to ask a Sig question when I get time.
Well, go ahead. Ask a SIG question.
All right. On the Elite,
Mm-hmm.
you said it doesn't have the short reset trigger. And is the short reset trigger a deal breaker, not having it? And here's my comparison. I had a 40 caliber 226 8-9 years ago, and it was just a standard law enforcement issue, but I want to replace it with a P226 9mm with a rail, and I'm trying to figure out which one to get. Is it worthwhile getting that short reset trigger, or what's your thoughts on one, since I know you have one?
For actual use or just for cool factor of having the short reset trigger?
Well, I operate off the theory that I try to buy the best I can afford, and if truly the best product is just even a little bit outside my budget, I try to make it work because I know I'll be happier later. I'm trying to see, because the Legion's like $1,100,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you can find a used one or somebody that's bought it and had some buyer's remorse and get one in the $900 range. And I'm trying to figure out whether it's worth it to stretch out that far and get one of those, or get like the M25, MK25, the Navy series, because you can get those in like the mid sevens. I'm trying to figure out whether it's worth it to spend the extra couple $100 to get the quote unquote top of the line. I'm just trying to do some research.
And the short reset trigger is nice, but the regular trigger on the SIGs is pretty nice too. But that short reset trigger, it's easy to do an inadvertent double tap with those things because it is such a short reset.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I need to go to a store and look at some of them. I need to go.
Scott, the 9mm I had was the Talloy exclusive. It's the Elite. It might have the SRT in it, but I'm not 100% sure. It's the alloy stainless Elite, and so it's not the actual stainless Elite with the rosewood grips. But I think It may, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm thinking either stainless or bitone, because the one I had was a bitone, and this is why I just want another one. I want one of my own. So I'm either thinking, and I don't have many stainless guns. I don't think I have any stainless guns right now. So this would be the only one. When I could settle for a black one or the nitride coated one, whatever it is, I could settle for that. But I think I specifically want a stainless one, stainless finish. So I'm just exploring.
Yeah.
I do like the extended beaver tail and the front slide serrations on the Elite and the Tac Ops and the Legion. I like that better than the little nubby tail that the standard one has. It doesn't have much of a beaver tail at all.
Is every fire department in your county paging out while you've been on here?
Unfortunately, yes.
They heard my
phone that way.
going off.
And Scott's right. You can buy a regular Elite and put whatever the Legion has on it, and you actually come out a little bit cheaper. I think I saw that come out, especially if you're going with the 9mm, because you're not going to find the 9mm as cheap as you will the 40s, because that's I bought my Legion in 40, and it was a good bit cheaper than the 9mm.
Oh yeah, Sig 40s are. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they may be maybe 20% cheaper versus a 9. They're, it's significant, but I don't want a 40 caliber Sig. I want a 9mm on purpose. I want a supreme shooter. I want one that I want to be able to shoot the center out of something.
Yeah,
that's why I want
and that. Give me a second here.
Feel free to mute me anytime that nonsense goes on.
All right. So
I'll mute you just for the fun of muting you.
This is the 9mm, and this is the like I said, this is the tallow exclusive, so it's got the walnut grips with the Sig instead of the rosewood, and the frame is alloy instead of stainless, so it's a little bit lighter.
And that's
it's
an Elite, but it's got an alloy frame. I would prefer the alloy frame. Just to cut down on a little bit of the weight. It's going to be heavy enough as it is.
Yeah. Okay. And it does have I just reset, so I'm reset there.
Let's see.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
That's reset. So it does have the short reset.
Oh wow.
That's nice.
Okay. And, so probably the Elite. And I'm not saying it's the cheapest, but it's probably the minimum that I would.
Yeah, the alloy stainless Elite is going to be the cheapest. This is going to run a couple $100 less than the stainless Elite.
See, I don't know what the benefit of the stainless frame would be, and just just adds so much weight when you put it on your hip. I mean, I may even carry this thing a little. So I need to look at an Elite because it's got the big beaver tail and the front slide serrations, correct?
Yes. And this is
I'm
just
do one or the other. Either I'm going to get a new or like new in box, one that's completely tricked out, or I'm going to get a wore out trade-in. It's going to be one or the other.
And this is just the stainless. So I added the rosewood grips. It came with the black plastic grips.
It's got the
and it doesn't have the beaver
serrations.
Right. Doesn't have the beaver tail. It came out a little bit further.
It probably came out almost twice as far.
That's what I was going to say. It looked about twice as far as the first.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it was bad, but that
it's still
super short.
Yeah.
Sarge. Patriot says for you to stay away from stainless because he hears sprinkles really damages the finish on them.
Well, that's true. That's true. Always the voice of reason. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, real quick.
He said something earlier about bear claws too, and that I don't know.
Oh, bear claws will tear up a stainless finish.
Real quick, while we're talking about Sarge's guns, you could settle something for us. We were trying to figure, what do you carry when on duty?
Glock 22.
Yeah, we were discussing what your possible duty weapon was before we went live, and
they're still stuck in the early 2000s in 40 caliber.
Yeah, we and I just bought a Glock 35 to go with it of my own. How many SIGs do you have?
As many as his wife will buy him.
Yeah, exactly. As many as my wife lets me buy.
For him, I do more now than I did before.
For him, SIGs are Pokemon. He has to have them all.
See, that's the elite, or the Legion rather. So, yeah, the short reset trigger is definitely nice. Not gonna argue.
Well, I think I see a short reset trigger SIG in my future. By the end of the month.
Patriot said something about you and your long johns or something. I don't know what he's talking about. I get you in your underwear. I don't know.
The long john he's talking about is a type of donut.
So I know. I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, you just didn't know. Mm-hmm. You thought he's like sitting around in his underwear eating donuts.
Mm-hmm. Be honest. I'll have you know, I eat maple long johns all the time.
Uh-huh.
How do you think I got this girlish figure without doing that?
Yep, 7 said he paid about $1,100 for his 226 single action Legion. That's probably about right. If you get,
I got to go double action, single action.
Yeah, me too.
Not single action only. See, we had 226 40s up until we traded them in and got these Glocks. So I just want one of my own.
I found an actual soundboard.
Okay.
So, whenever we need to talk about the closer.
But Obnoxious just does it from his bathroom and records it.
Yeah, I know it's not the same, but he doesn't have to stand up anymore.
See, I'd like to get a soundboard.
Everything he does in there.
I was just trying to help out.
Well, thank you. Now we know. But yeah, Sarge, if you want, you can probably get that alloy stainless elite for $800, something like that. So it is. It's about $100-$200 cheaper than the actual stainless elite.
That's way better than the $1,100 price tag on the Legion.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What does the Legion have that tax that last couple $100 on?
It says Legion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Legion.
And you get to be a member of a special club or something if you have a Legion.
Yeah.
Isn't he already a member of a special club? It's called the Law Enforcement Club.
Yes, but he's not a member of the Legion Club or whatever SIG calls it. I mean,
if you buy them brand new and you send in, you send in and register it, they give you a soft case, you get a challenge coin, and you get a rep so you can call and get discounts if you want to, pay full price at SIG and buy stuff.
think I could just buy my own challenge coin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about $5.
Yeah,
or you can win a fancy one from Gizzard Gary on
That's
Foul Territory.
true. You did win one, didn't you?
I did. A Second Amendment challenge coin at that.
Yeah, those are cool. I like those. I'm not giving them all away. I'm keeping at least one.
No, the Legion has, well, it has the G10 Legion grips on it, and then the controls are a little, like the slide release, and the decocker are a little tighter on them than what they are on the regular.
Yeah, Sandhill Shooter's asking for a link, by the way. If you start,
Yeah, I just saw that. So, sent Sandhills. He wants to join in. But yeah, like I said, you can get that alloy stainless lead. I got mine off Gunbroker. I think I paid like $8 for it. So,
I mean, obviously that's not cheap, but that's fair.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely fair. And it's cheaper than the Legion, and you're getting everything but the Legion G10 grips and the PVD finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see an elite. That's what I'm gonna start searching for now.
Oh, there you go.
You may see
just to bore all your. Do what? Sorry, I talked over you.
Oh, I was gonna say you might see one in some upcoming videos.
Just to bore all the people in the chat real quick, I got a real quick comment to Obnoxious and Sarge if he gets one. If you get a Hero 7, I don't know if you've watched very many videos on it, Obnoxious, but you know how you have to turn it out of 4.3 into 16 by 9?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It tells you that? Okay. Well, somehow or another, mine, after I changed batteries in it, did not save that. And I shot half a video in 4.4 by 3 or whatever, and I had to reshoot a whole bunch of it. I was ticked. So make sure you always check it.
Oh, interesting.
Just a word of advice, because that will piss you off.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you have to re-record it?
Because I wasn't going to put it in 4 by 3. Actually, I just left it out. I could have zoomed it, yeah, and changed it, but
Zoomed it.
I know. I just left it out. It just wasn't that big of a deal to me. It just pissed me off.
See, I would film in 4x3 on purpose if my laptop won't process the 4x3. It puts it in a different code on my GoPro. I was
the HEIC code.
Yeah, it does something different.
Yeah,
and my laptop has a hard time processing it, so it's not working. It's not worth it, just because the screen, it would be bigger and you could zoom in and get what you wanted and not miss things when you're running by yourself, filming your own video.
Yeah, that is true. Which my laptop has a hard time with that HEIC code stuff too. My other computer will do it, but it's only an i3 processor and it just takes forever to process it. But that one, my laptop isn't. It's a lot faster, but for some reason it just does not like that HEIC stuff.
Well, there's no point in doing it constantly, but there's some open source software I found in the GoPro forum or on their webpage, Handbrake, and you can convert some footage if you need to, so your computer will like it. You can change the code, but you don't want to do that on everything you do.
Well, I shot some video in 4K with my GoPro, just playing with it, and I couldn't edit it on my laptop. It would not let it, but I could edit it on my computer, on my regular computer. But like I said, it's so slow; it takes forever for it to render it all and stuff. So it's just not even worth it.
Yeah, what happens on mine if it's the code that it doesn't like, whichever one that is, it will, like, if you I put it in the editing software.
Imports as audio only?
Well, no, you can put the file in there, but when you go to play it, to to preview it, it will play the audio at 1-to-1 speed. It'll play the audio at the correct speed, but the video will lag behind by about a third. So you have no way of editing things because you can't see what you're doing. It's the weirdest thing. It will play the audio at the correct speed, but the video will play slow.
Well, see, mine did that with the 240 frames a second because I shot some of it in 240 frames a second just because I wanted to slow it down to 25% because you can at 240 frames a second. You can. My computer, I couldn't even edit it. I just went with it.
You have to use that Handbrake program. You can run it through Handbrake and then import it, and you can edit it.
Well, my next investment real soon is going to be a new laptop. I'm watching the pawn shops for one, but
you gotta get the right processor.
I know. I've been looking
because I've got an i7 in mine, but mine is one version prior to what I would need to do everything with the GoPro.
Yeah, I was reading about that in some forums and stuff online, and I've got it wrote down what I need.
Yeah. But
my i3, the funny thing is my i3 will work it. My Dell big PC all in one. But it's just so slow, it takes forever to do anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking of donating my laptop to the household and then buying like a gaming laptop that'll do a little bit better.
Well, that's what I keep trying to find at a pawn shop.
Yeah, I've got the Asus Republic of Gamers laptop, and that's what I do everything on.
Yeah, but you're rich. The rest of us are poor.
That's a few years old.
What processor?
In mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see if I can find it here.
Another nerd question. Does anybody know anything about the AMD processors? Because I see tons of those at the pawn shop, but I don't know what's good and what's not. And I never have.
Yes.
Stay with laptop or desktop?
Laptop.
Yeah,
laptops aren't that good.
Okay. Well, I see tons of them cheap, and I'm like, I don't even know what's good.
The desktop
shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, I've just always had Intel.
At the Intel Core i7.
Yeah, that's what mine has.
Even Apple got smart and started using Intel processors.
That's only because they didn't want to have to make their own.
That's right.
They got lazy, not smart.
Sandhills has joined us. How are you doing, sir?
We done put him to sleep. I started bringing up Cameron nerd talk, and he went to sleep.
That's what happened. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm trying to drive and push buttons. I'm asleep, but I am driving, so hopefully I'm not chat-napping on you.
I hope not.
That wouldn't be too good.
I was just grabbing some food on my way back out of Omaha, so.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're doing the family stuff that you talked about, and hope everything's going well on that front.
Yeah, I can actually tell people what happened now. I did put a post up on my channel, just to put up a picture and talked about it a little bit. My wife's mom has polycystic kidney disease, and she was down to less than 10% kidney function, and she was probably a couple months away from having to start dialysis. But she got a kidney from a live donor yesterday, so she's doing well, and the kidney's doing well, and it's doing its job. It's working like a champ. So that's what's been going on.
That is awesome.
But it's been kind of a whirlwind. We found out about 2 weeks ago that this was happening, and they said keep your schedule clear for the week of the 11th and 12th, and they got everybody right in, and we don't know details because of privacy laws, but they do a thing where they call it a cross match, and a friend of ours wanted to donate his kidney to my mother-in-law, but he wasn't a match. But the transplant center said, well, we can facilitate a cross match, where you give your kidney to somebody else, and then we find a kidney that matches her, and she gets it, and they kind of line everybody up, and typically they do a chain of those, and it takes all week to do several transplant surgeries. And
so is that like a kidney Ponzi scheme then?
It's I don't think it is, because there's no pyramid to it. Like, you don't get you don't give your kidney up and then get a kidney from all your friends. So
you get a kidney and you get a kidney. And
yeah.
All right, Squib Oprah. That's enough out of you.
Squibra.
No,
she's doing well, and we don't know numbers. They can't. Of course, the hospital couldn't numbers, but it sounds like several kidneys were involved in this donation chain. So hopefully everybody's doing well.
So should I check my body or make sure I'm not missing a kidney after this? The way it sounds.
Well, my friend who donated a kidney. He donated his on Tuesday, and he went home today, and he's not moving real fast. So I think if you had a kidney taken out, I think you'd know.
Oh yeah, you would know.
So
I think that
in my sleep.
I think that even just turning your head real fast the wrong way would remind you that something bad happened. Well, not bad, but something happened. So, but he's
so no one woke up in a bathtub full of ice with a note that said "Call doctor."
Yeah, not to my knowledge. I don't think they do that there. They have the doctor right there, so it's closer.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, especially your kidney.
Yeah, really.
That's awesome, Sam. I was glad to hear that.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. So that's what's been going on in my life. We are done. Hopefully now we're done postponing live shows. So we're going to be back up and running Tuesday night at the normal time slot. And I think I see an email came in. I haven't read it yet while I've been driving, but I think I'm going to get Mike Podini from Walk the Talk America to join us.
That's cool.
And we're shooting for this week to have him come in and talk to us. So that should be pretty cool.
Well, that's cool. I know Clover and Ghost have been doing a lot with those guys, so it'd be interesting to have them on your show. And
I know. I kind of feel like everybody that went to SHOT Show met all these cool organizations and other channels and stuff, and I'm kind of just feeling all left out of the networking. So, but no, I just reached out. I went to their website and just reached out to them, and they've got a contact us link, and I just said, hey, I've got a YouTube channel I'm friends with.
Nope, he's
not friends with his, from the call.
He's not friends with his internet service provider, apparently.
No.
He needs to go climb a pole. Tell him send his sweetheart up the pole and crank on that internet.
It would work in the car while on a cell phone, though.
Well, you climb up the antenna there. Come on. Don't you know where the crank is on your internet?
Sarge called Squib Squopra.
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 Sandhills, you're back and you're muted, but you were talking.
Oh, I was just saying that I emailed them and Mike emailed me back and yeah, that's a cool organization. If you haven't checked out Walk the Talk America, you need to do that because they're doing a lot of good stuff to help prevent suicides and working with the mental health issues, the stuff that needs to be done instead of some of the other crap that's been happening. So, good guys. All right, I'll shut up. Let's go back to your chat.
Well, we weren't covering anything world-breaking here, so.
Oh, okay.
You just brought the best part of the chat to us so far, so.
Yeah.
Prior to that, what the hell were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about Sarge wanting P226 and 9mm. We were talking about not Emperor Trump. We haven't covered the feet washing up on shore in British Columbia yet, though.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
just feet.
Just feet. Feet in shoes.
Yep.
Oh, they had shoes on. Well, that's good. You don't want to go barefoot.
It happens up and down the the West Coast. They've had it happen in California, Oregon, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the feet of people lost at sea, or the feet of people that got dropped at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, people jump off a bridge, and it came up on my Facebook, and it was like the 15th, shoe or foot in a shoe.
Okay. Now, what country is it where they chop your hands off if you steal? Isn't that somewhere in Asia?
Yeah, it's Middle East.
Yeah, it's the Middle East, man. That's like
I thought that happened in Asia too.
What do you think they're chopping off your?
Well, all right, maybe in Korea, if you run from the government, they chop off your feet, and they just throw them in the ocean to get rid of them, and they're washing to California or the East or West Coast.
And they what into California?
They wash.
Wash.
Like you wash your car or wash your clothes.
Okay. What's been washing up on shore?
Well, then they wouldn't show up in California. They'd show up in Washington.
Yeah, true. Washington.
What did you say has been washing up on shore?
Feet in shoes.
Like feet.
Yeah,
feet.
Them things with toes on them and stuff.
Yeah, those things at the bottom of your legs.
Human feet been washing up on shore.
Yes, sir. In shoes.
Okay. That's all.
It really got bad. Remember when they had those tsunamis over in Indonesia? It really got bad then.
Armament said his shark spit out the shoes. They probably don't like the flavor. Probably feet probably stink or something.
He might have something there.
You don't want a body decomposes in water and ankles a delicate joint, and the feet just break off.
Yeah, and
I had to mute
Nikes,
you, Sandhill. We were getting road noise, so just so you know.
Nikes, have a lot of foam in the soles, so they'll float. So there you go.
Anytime somebody falls overboard off a boat and you get caught, or you get like one of the tsunami things that happen, and you have all these people dying at one time, and their feet are going to break off, then they get caught in the ocean currents, and the ocean currents travel from Asia to the U.S., and their feet end up on shore.
That's what they're talking about when they talk about that undertow. It's all those toes that are under the water that wash up on the shore.
Exactly.
The old like memes and stuff you see the people fishing and they catch a boot when they're fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have feet in them whenever they reel them in? I mean, I'm just curious.
Well, apparently they must, because that's what.
Apparently in Canada they do.
Oh, Canada.
Nope, I saw it come up. Like I said, I saw it come up on my Facebook, and I've seen it before. And apparently, it's just part of it is the currents out there will bring stuff, down the coast, and a lot of them have been people that have been reported missing. That they were probably suicidal, and they probably jumped off a bridge somewhere in Canada, and it is what happens is the feet break off, or the rest of them are eaten, but the feet are protected because they're in their shoes, and the shoes with the feet in them wash up on shore down in Washington and Oregon. Or is it Washington? Is it Washington or Washington?
Washington.
Okay. Just checking.
I don't like being made fun of.
And you came to the wrong chat, son.
Listen, High Point Snob, you need to deal with it.
The Sky Snob, get it right.
No. He got rid of the Sky, he bought the High Point, and he ghetto-fied it.
Yes, he is.
I haven't had a Sky in 5 years.
See, he learned from Travis.
So there you go. They're getting feet on the beaches.
With skies.
No, I don't think they had any skies.
Yeah, I don't think the feet had any skies. I don't think you can hold a sky with your foot. That wouldn't work very well.
Actually, you'd be surprised what people can do with their feet. Just saying. Because there is a guy who does YouTube videos that all he does is just shoot with his feet.
Yes, using 2 feet, not 1 foot.
Well, you didn't say they only had 1 foot wash up on shore. You said feet, which implies both feet, not one.
Might be 2 different people's feet. What if they're both left feet?
Yeah, they're 2 different people's feet if there's more than one, man. What's wrong with you?
Well, then they're missing 2 rights.
Getting both feet from one person, unless you got. I mean, you think everybody out there has 2 left feet?
And see, Midnight's out there. Midnight's out there throwing shade like his shows are any better than this.
I have 2 left feet.
Can't be no worse.
Well, see, there we go. If we ever see 2 left feet wash up together, we know that Sandhills is missing.
Apparently, I just read this on my Facebook. Apparently, zombie deer disease is a thing, and it could spread to humans.
Yeah, it's chronic wasting disease, and they're, you know.
Well, they do have those vampire deer.
It cannot spread to humans.
That's what this story says.
Yeah,
that's what they
it's
said about the swine flu, but you know.
There's been extensive research trying to prove that it's dangerous to humans, and there's been no physical or clinical evidence that you can catch that from a deer.
Well, I'm safe because there's no cases in Oklahoma, just all around us, but none in Oklahoma. There's a lot in Nebraska.
There's in almost every county around where I hunt, but as yet there hasn't been a reported case in the county where I hunt.
No zombie deer.
There's some in Michigan too, and I hear that. I have a feeling that's what Squib was trying to shoot when it took like 45 shots to kill it.
Were there any zombeaver?
Well, yeah, because you got to go for a headshot. You can't shoot center mass on a zombie; it won't stop them.
Yeah, but if you go for a headshot, then you don't get a trophy. So you know. Hey, Sandhills, I hear your road noise, and I'll raise you some road noise of my own.
Okay, bring it.
And welcome to the Road Noise channel. Still better than the closer.
I'm a little bit disappointed that he said road noise, though. I thought something else was going to get offered, but okay.
Oh, I see how it is. You gotta save all this because you won't use it on your show.
Well, no, I mean he's got to keep his show classy, and
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that went out the window here in 37 seconds one night.
That went out the window when you went live.
Yeah,
I just
but I mean, aren't 2 people in the panel in a shack right now? So what does that say? You got 2 on the road and 2 in a shack. So what do you expect?
Who's in a shack? What are you talking about?
Everyone in a shack is snob.
No, I thought Obnoxious had his own shack too. He had a she shed.
Yeah, but I'm not filming from out there.
Oh, okay. I thought you did the show from out there.
No, he's in his basement or something.
Yeah, I'm in my basement.
There are no basements in North Carolina.
Well, somebody should tell that to my basement. I live in the Piedmont. We got basements here.
Yeah, it's true.
You live in the mountain area, right? Right, Obnoxious One?
No.
There are no basements on the coast of North Carolina.
Yeah, I could say we never had a basement. We either had a crawl space or a concrete slab or a skirt.
As he says that, he gets kicked out of the chat.
Thank God he got booted.
Bye-bye.
It must have been that skirt.
That skirt will get you every time.
Every time.
Or he got an alert that a Pokemon Go is in the area.
Ooh.
He is on his phone.
Gotta catch them all.
Nope, we're in the Piedmont, so we have basements here. If it's an actual house and it's not, a trailer, because most of what's around me is trailers.
Yeah, they don't build basements in the Charleston area.
You do realize I've done several mobile homes with basements,
Really?
right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, tons.
What do the tires sit on?
Take them damn things off, and have a closet, and you build a stairway down to the basement that's built on, parked on. Really common in Oklahoma.
Yeah, you can
Well,
do mobile
You
home.
got all flatland.
You can definitely have a mobile home with basements. I knew somebody who had a double wide that had a basement.
Yeah.
They even
I've
make
done 2-story double wides too.
They just don't build them on the
Well, yeah,
ground.
you use the basement as the foundation.
I grew up in a well, it wasn't a double wide; it was a modular home, but same basically the same thing. It had a basement.
I hate to tell you, that's what I do for a living. The only difference in a double wide and a modular home is the price tag.
Yeah, one has
Pretty much.
There's a
Well,
few
this one
differences,
was-
but they're pretty minor.
This one was about 26 or 27 years ago. It was brand new, so
Well, they were probably a lot better
it-
built back then than the mobile home.
in those days, the modulars all had 4-inch walls. This one had 6-inch walls.
Yeah.
So it was technically a modular, but they said it was actually built like a double wide, which apparently was better. But we had 6-inch walls. They might have been 1x6s, but they were 6 inches. So instead of 4, so
Yeah, it's 4. A lot of them have
Angelina's
3-inch
here.
walls. Cheap ones, the cheap ones.
that's an actual trailer house there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do. One of the brands that the lot sells is called True, and they're called True Mobile Homes because they're true pieces. Of, yeah.
The
Someone
door
left the
opens
door.
outwards.
Huh?
The ones that the door opens outwards instead of inward.
Well, just the back door. I mean, they put some classy front doors on them. Come on.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is that like
They didn't
leaving
used
the
to.
seat up?
No, they didn't. They still sell some single wides that are that way. Oh, Gary, just so you know, where I was working today, I was working on the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. So I had to pee, and there was a tree on the Kansas side. I think it's one of only 3 trees, but I went over there and peed on that tree for you. I was thinking of you when I did.
Yeah, did you open carry while you was over there too?
I can open carry in Oklahoma.
Just to see what it's like to be free.
I can open carry in Oklahoma. I just can't constitutional carry, but that's all changing as of maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Stick it down your pants then. There you go. You can do that in Kansas too.
You got to have a permit in
I think
Oklahoma
it
to
was
open
called
carry.
open carrying when I was standing beside that tree.
When does that law or that bill go to the Senate?
Well, one story said it's headed for the governor's desk in the title, but I never could find it went to the Senate. And the other one says it's slated to go to the Senate tomorrow, so I don't know. But they say it's going to pass the Senate no problems, and the governor's already said he's going to sign it.
Yeah, it passed one.
That's cool.
This thing got a governor to actually sign it.
Good. Maybe you guys will get a carry in Tulsa like I can.
I already made that.
That'd be cool.
Jason said, "Shut up, tree."
That pantry.
Yeah, because there's only like 3 in Kansas, and I peed on one of them today. Like, the Kansas Bureau of Investigation is probably headed to my house looking for me.
I'm a little concerned that you said you were thinking about Gary the whole time you were peeing. Like, how often do you think about Gary when you've got your gun in your hand there?
His dick in his hand? Go ahead, say it. Say it.
A lot. Probably a lot, dude.
Knowing the snob, it's 10 times out of 10.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I thought I was the only one. I didn't
Only
know.
when I'm in Kansas do I do that. Come on.
Angelina, how are
That's
you?
the true definition of open carry right there.
He just can't fight that feeling anymore.
Forgotten what he started fighting.
I'm all right. Doing what you do.
You got here just in time to run the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. So what's going on? Who do we got in here? We got Gary, the
Yo.
Strike, Rich, Sandhill, Sarge, Squib, and Gun Snob.
Hey, baby.
What's going on?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks.
Did you get your flowers from me?
I did not know.
Damn USPS. Screw them bastards.
They're always fucking it up.
Uh-huh.
They are.
They probably had to send them to New York first, so New York could then send them to Massachusetts and then get sent out to California.
Yeah, Jesse still hadn't got the purchase from Oklahoma.
Well, the problem is Massachusetts has that high capacity flower base law, and so it got confiscated and it never got shipped out.
I wouldn't be surprised if Massachusetts had
You can't have more than 5 flowers in a vase in Massachusetts.
Yeah, salt flowers, man.
Well, yeah, they're roses. They've got thorns on them. That's like a forward grip.
Yeah, there may also be a law about the stem length as well.
Every rose has its thorn, as we know.
Every rose has its thorn. Just like night has its dawn.
Thank you, Rich.
I knew that.
I was working my way there.
Tickled over that.
That tickles me too.
That's great.
Old fuckers and weirdos.
So, Angelina,
that takes me back to Tulsa. Does that take you back to Tulsa Night Strike here and just randomly breaking into song?
Yeah, it does, but we're not. But remember, what happens in Tulsa stays in Tulsa.
No,
yeah, except for most of it stays on YouTube.
Except for when we put it on YouTube. So,
Can Night Strike sing?
A little bit, yes. Not at the karaoke, but at later on after when everybody else was drunk.
He takes Sandhills with him.
Yeah. Boob Sweat says Brett Michaels, he is not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
So Angelina got here just in time to run it through the room so we can get out of here because Clover is back, baby. He's back from YouTube jail, and we don't want to court Clover.
Just who?
Yeah, I didn't think we really cared.
Yeah. You know, I'm probably going to see him in Tulsa, so I'd like my kneecaps. So I don't want to quark him.
He will gnaw your ankles off. It's true.
Yes. So, Angelina, since you've come in at the end,
I'm always known for coming last. Anyway,
that's not you aren't. Oh wait.
Yeah, buy things from porkypagan.com or alananchor.com, and I show up late to shows because I guess my time management is bad. So I apologize. And yeah. Also, check out Night Strike's thing that I forgot what it's called right now. What's it called? Guntube.org. And buy things from gearwebsites.com, and check out Gunsnob's Pornhub site, pornhub.com/throbsnob.
That was pretty good. I'm going to make the channel right now.
Gary, you have to follow that.
Nobody can follow that. Check out Foul Territory tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 o'clock the good time, which is Central Time. GizzardGary.com. Check me out on all my different social media. And as of yesterday, also Full30.com. So, give him the bird. Thanks for the invite.
You're quite welcome, sir. Night Strike.
Again, check out gumtube.org, and we'll see you Tuesday for Hit or Miss.
Do you have an address for this guntube.org?
Yes, it's guntube.org.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check that out then.
I'm sure you will.
I got a little tickled when you said that.
Rich.
Well, I already did my plug because you tried doing it at the beginning of the show and butchered it.
Well, do it again. Quit being such a miserable bastard about it and do your plug.
Do it.
What was it again? Trying to remember. What is my plug?
Guntube.org?
No.
Oh.
Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock.
Hit or Miss.
Now, I'll go over and join Gun Channels, people. There.
All right. And the mustache himself, Sarge, what do you got?
We're hitting the range tomorrow with a Mossberg SC or MC1 SC, whatever it is. And we're going to run through the Rock Island VR80 again, and we're going to run through the FN 509 midsize. We're doing some videos tomorrow, so look for that coming out in the next week or two. And did I hear Gary say he's on Full30 now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
He's a big dog, unlike us.
I got to look into that.
And Gary, Clover, and Ghost all
I got to look into that. I got to expand my reach like that. And I'm doing the finishing touches on my CZ Scorpion video that I filmed the other weekend. I'm tidying it up. So got some stuff coming out, and then join us this Saturday night at 11 p. for Sergeant Boomer. And subscribe to everybody on the panel and support everybody on the panel.
All righty. Squib, you said you got a new Speaking Squibbish coming out?
Oh, I recorded a bunch of them. I just haven't released them. But, I mean, you know, thanks for the invite. And I don't know why it was late. I blame Glenn. It kicked me out of the chat like 3 or 4 times. So, appreciate it.
Hey
Sergeant's fault.
Squib.
Yeah.
Because I, like Angelina, have poor time management skills and everything. I finally sent off your swag today. I'm a terrible person for taking so long, but I finally got it mailed off.
Good
Dude,
Lord,
how can I
I've had mine
complain
like a
about
month.
something? How can I complain about something that's free? You send it when you send it. I appreciate the fact that you got it and you're sending it to me. That was a very nice thing.
Well, like I said, I have
And he's gone.
overwhelmed sometimes, but
That's
I
one
got
way
it
to
out
shut him up.
on the way.
All right, Snob, what do you got?
Well, tomorrow night. Yeah, I think I'll be on that chicken show tomorrow night for some reason, and then the night after that, which is Saturday, around about 8 o'clock, the real time, probably be late as always. I'll have some kind of show. Don't know what kind. Won't be very good, but that's about it.
All righty, and I'll make the plug for Sandhill since he seems to have dropped out. He will be, I believe, going live Tuesday night at 10 Eastern, 9 Central next week. And you guys can hear the whole story there on why he's been missing the last couple weeks. And he's going to have Walk the Talk America on there, so make sure you tune in for that. As for me, I will be on Sarge's show probably Saturday night at 11 p.m. And there's always a chance that Sunday night I will be on a little show known as The Closer, Night Strike.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You had one job.
I'm
You
sorry.
knew it was coming. I built it up. I let it hang out there so that you could get ready.
You should have just went to the bathroom and done it like normal.
I
Fucked it
fastball, man.
I'm sorry.
So, Sunday night, 10:30-ish Eastern, there's a little show called The Closer.
Amy missed the cue again.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I got ads. Ads.
Anyway. Anyway.
Not
Thank
ready
you,
for
Night Strike.
prime time.
I'm sorry.
And that is it. What better way to end this shit show than that? So thank you everybody for
Oh, now.
now you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. On that note, good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Orange You Glad It's Not the Closer show.
Shall not be inferred.